Okay, another Singapore style bar model response to a word problem here. Ailing and Yamin had the same amount of money at first. After Ailing saved another $460 and Yamin spent $72, Ailing had 3 times as much money as Yamin. And the question we're asked, or the two questions are, how much more money had Ailing than Yamin in the end? And how much money did each of them have at first? Okay, so I'm going to be drawing a bar for each of them. So we've got Ailing and Yamin. Okay, so let us start. So what I'm going to do is draw something and it's an arbitrary size. This is how much Ailing has at the beginning, and at the beginning they have the same amount of money. So I'm going to draw that. This is not to scale, not to any kind of scale. Okay, right. Now what do we know happens? Well, Ailing saved another $460. Now, it's possibly not clear to some children what that means, but that means that we're going to be adding some more money to this block. Okay, and Yamin spent $72. And in the end, Ailing had 3 times as much money as Yamin. Okay, so let's see how we could mark that in. Well, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to emphasize here that this is at first. So this is at first, because I know this is going to get a little bit complicated, especially when you've got money being added and some money being taken away, and two scenarios. And what are we going to do? We're going to take some money away from Yamin. So actually I'm just going to put it there, and this has a value of 72. So that's the money that Yamin spends. Okay, I should have shaded that first, but there we go. That's going to be the money that Yamin spent. So Ailing saves another 460. So this amount of money is going to be added on. Okay, now, and in the end, Ailing has 3 times as much money as Yamin. So so this is the end block for Yamin. I am also going to mark that. So this is the end. Okay. And in fact, what I'm going to do is make that really clear with this blue. Okay. So Ailing's block has got to be, new block has to be 3 times the size of this. Okay, so if we imagine, then that's going to be 1. Okay. And then 2 and 3. Okay. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so hopefully you can now see that Ailing's new block is 3 times the size of Yamin's new block. Okay, so this is the end situation. Right, so what we also can then look at, we can look at one of the questions we've got is how much more money had Ailing than Yamin in the end. So we want to work out the difference here. This is the difference we want to work out, isn't it? Okay, right, so let's have a look and see what we know. Well, we know that, let's put in the amounts of money. We've already put in the 72, okay, that was spent by Yamin. What we haven't done is put in the money that Ailing saved. Okay, and so that is 460. So this amount was saved. Now we know, we've got it, and this is why I've used some different colors, because we want to keep track of which blocks relate to which blocks and which are the same size. This one has the same value as this one. Okay, this 460 doesn't go all the way up to here, but we know from here that the value of this, which is 72. Okay, so, and that's the difference, isn't it? So we know that this bit is 72, okay, and this bit is 460. Okay, so 460 add 72, which gives us 532, is the value of these two blocks, this difference here. Okay, so that's actually our first answer. How much more money had Ailing than Yamin in the end? And that is $532. So we now know the value, okay, so this is actually 532, these two equal size pieces. So we can then work out the value of each of these and this. So 532 divided by 2 equals 266. So this is, and I'm going to use another color just for fun. So this is 266. This also, all the way up to here, okay, is 266. This is 266. And of course, this is, because these have the same value. So this is 266. And again, that's why I decided to use the different colors so we could keep track of which block was which. So now we have some more information. We were asked how much money did each of them have at first? Well, Yamin had 266 plus the 72. And remember, we can see that this is what's at first, 266 plus 72. So 266 add 72 equals, and that gives us 338. So that's the answer to the second part, 338. Okay, well, I enjoyed that. I hope you did too, and that you got something from it. Thank you for watching.